Hello, I'm Heather.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the podcast. It's game night, it's sibling rivalry, it's a walk down memory lane, but most importantly, it's politics free.
Guaranteed.
Welcome to round 4 of Stuff Happens on the Politics Free podcast. Here's how it works. We have a set of cards. On each card is described a horrible situation, which is ranked on a misery index from 1 least miserable to 100 most miserable. I'll rank 3 cards in the order of their misery index number, and then Ryan will have to correctly place a 4th card into that sequence. Then we'll turn it around, and it'll be my turn. Whoever's guess is most accurate wins the Gloating Rights Trophy. Ryan.
Until we play again.
That's right. Ryan, are you ready for your cards?
Yes.
Excellent. Card number 1, Parasite in Brain, 85.1. Smell like a fart for the rest of your life, 77.5. I
feel like that would be higher.
I find that hilarious. Bacon is outlawed, 10.3. That is so much higher.
Bacon what? Can you read it how you wrote it, please?
Bacon is outlawed. I wrote it with
No, how did you write it though? In the notes? Could you read that again?
Well, I corrected it on my end, so I simply don't remember.
Oh, on this side it says bacon in outlawed. 10.3. Bacon in outlawed.
I try so hard to not have typos in these because I know you're going to give me a hard time for them, and I just missed that one. Anyways, bacon is outlawed, 10.3. In my personal opinion, that's way higher than a 10
I would rather
point.
smell like a fart for the rest of my life.
Ooh, well, that's a pretty strong statement, really. That's, all right. Into this cascade of horrible situations, Ryan, you have to place fishhook in thumb.
Okay, well, I know that a fishhook in thumb is probably going to be more than bacon in outlawed and less than smell like a fart for the rest of your life. I'm going to put it at 54.1.
Fishhook in thumb. You correctly placed it between smell like a fart for the rest of your life and bacon is outlawed.
Mm-hmm.
But they have it at 20.
Dang it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, to be honest, bacon is outlawed is at like an 80 for me personally.
Yeah, that would suck.
I love bacon, and I would be heartbroken if it were outlawed.
Samesies. All right, Heather, here are your cards. Cell phone blows up in your face.
Okay.
97.1. Next door neighbor's son gets drum kit for Christmas, 60.1. All right, look, honestly, I feel like having a fish hook in your thumb would be worse than having a neighbor kid having a drum kit.
What if you had a fish hook in your thumb and you couldn't get him to stop playing the drum kit while you writhed in agony with a fish hook in your thumb?
Kids have to start somewhere. They have to start somewhere. You're an a-hole if you get annoyed by the neighbor kid banging away on his drums trying to get good, son.
Unless he does it in the middle of the night, say, when you're trying to sleep.
That's a different story. But like during the day, then yeah.
I contend that the people who made the misery index did not really like children. There's like I get the idea. The one where it's like having triplets is like worse than death or whatever the other option was in that game we played. I was like, I feel like that's not that bad. Right. Anyway.
And then your last one is 2-week migraine, 51.5. And you have to place the following horrible situation: trapped under a landslide. Take it away, Heather. We know this one's easy. Again.
You think that trapped under a landslide just slots somewhere very directly in here?
Absolutely.
You think it's the worst one. You think it's at the top of the list.
It has to be.
Well, let's think about this. If my cell phone blows up in my face, my looks are ruined for life.
And? It doesn't make that much of a difference.
If I'm trapped under a landslide, at least I'll die. Do you see what I'm saying?
I feel like death would be the worst.
I don't know.
Of the ones put up here. At least a cell phone blowing up in your face, you get to continue living. Even if your face is mangled, more mangled than it already is.
Ryan, when you're as good looking as this. Yeah. You don't want a cell phone blowing up in your face, okay? 2-week migraine. Now, I've had a couple of migraines. I don't have, I know some people have like chronic migraines, but 2-week migraine.
I feel like it would be worse than that.
I feel like it would be worse than that too. I would probably take a 2-week migraine over being trapped under a landslide, though, because the chances of dying there are quite high. I honestly don't know if cell phone blows up in your face. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, Ryan.
Okay, I'm waiting.
What do we mean by blow up? Because if my post just blew up on Insta, and that's blowing up in my face, I'm happy.
I like your optimism.
I'm happy.
Oh my gosh, my phone is blowing up. Look at all these notifications. See, that's why I don't check my notifications. I just let them build up till I have like 30 text messages. Like, oh, my phone's blowing up.
Like over 8 months, the 30 texts you get over 8 months. I honestly, okay, let's take this seriously. It's up there. It's up there with cell phone blows up in your face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it at 98, trapped under a landslide. I'm going to put it as the worst one.
I think you've correctly placed it.
Let's see what it is. 87.3.
What?
According to the developers of the Misery Index, having your Insta blow up is worse. No, I'm kidding. Having a cell phone blow up in your face is worse than being trapped under a landslide. I mean, theoretically, could your cell phone blowing up in your face kill you? You could die, right? The right shard of something just going through your eye the right way. Welcome to the Politics Free Podcast, where we take your mind off of... What now exactly? I can't remember.
I don't know, Heather. I don't know anymore. I don't understand this game sometimes. All I know is I lost by a landslide.
No, you didn't lose. We only use that as a tiebreaker if we both place it correctly. The winner is the one who correctly places it in order, because that's how you properly play the game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you won that round.
Oh, sweet. I'm awesome.
Listen, I actually lost track of the score. It's 2-2 now, isn't it? Is it 2-2?
Yes, I believe it's 2-2.
Phenomenal.
You know what the fish hook reminds me of, though?
What's that?
It reminds me of one of the first times I went fishing.
How'd that go?
Not well. I got a fish on the hook, and you always see, like, the cartoons, how they whip the pole, and they just whip the fish right out of the water.
Uh-huh.
And I thought that's what I was supposed to do, so I whipped the pole back, and I just ripped the hook right out of the fish.
And then what happened?
And then I didn't catch a fish. And I felt terrible because I maimed a fish, probably.
Oh, he probably got better. Somebody else caught him later.
Or
a bigger fish ate
true.
him. Who knows?
We went fishing in Alaska, and we caught a salmon that had looked like it had narrowly escaped death, because it had these 3 scratches on its back, like fresh scratches, like a seal had tried to catch it. And then it ended up getting caught and died anyway.
A friend of mine caught a mouse in a trap, not the kind of trap that kills the mouse, just the one that catches the mouse.
Uh-huh.
And she walked out into a field across the road from her house and let the mouse go in the field.
And it ran right back into the house?
Well, no, as it was running, a hawk swooped down and snagged it up. She was like, hey. I was like, it's just as well the mouse would have come back in your house.
Yeah, you know what's funny is with mice, you're supposed, like, if you do, like, live catches, you're supposed to release them 5 miles away from any residential living places.
Interesting.
Because they will just find the nearest home.
Yeah. Look, should I admit that we just use mouse killing traps when we have a mouse problem?
So when we first moved into this place, we had a bit of a mouse problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the kitchen one day, and this mouse comes out from behind the microwave, and I went, oh my God. And then it ran back behind the microwave, and the microwave's like in the very corner like of the counter, right? So it didn't come out from behind the microwave. I knew it was behind the microwave. And I called Rebecca over. I was like, babe, a mouse is hiding behind the microwave right now. Get ready to catch it. So she like gets like this pot lid. She's got a pot lid and I've got a pot lid, right? And we're going to try and catch this thing. So I reach over and I grab the microwave and I scoot it and it darts out and it's over the stove. And then Rebecca and I like just lose our minds and we're sitting there like jamming the pot lids, like trying to like just smash this mouse. We're just like bang, 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 just the two of us. And like stuff's like falling off the stove and like crashing down on top of the stove. This mouse is just like jumping around, like avoiding all our shots. And we eventually caught it.
That could have been out of an animated film right there.
Yes, it was
I
so
completely
freaking
cartoonized
ridiculous.
you guys in my imagination listening to that story. Well, one time we had a little mouse. I saw it dart as we were all sitting around watching TV one night. And I said to Mike, oh, there's a mouse. There's a mouse. He's like, what? No, you're seeing things. I said, just watch this spot. And then it darted by and we all saw it. And he said, okay, well, you get the girls to bed because it was bedtime anyway. I went up and I got the girls to bed and I went to bed and I texted him and I said, did you get the mouse? And he texted me back, I'm the king. Which I took to mean, yes, all handled. It did not mean that.
What did it mean?
It meant that he fell asleep on the couch and left the mouse roaming around freely.
Uh-huh.
And like the next day, he's like, I got to get a mousetrap. I'm like, what? Wait, what? You said I'm the king. He's like, yeah, I know. Well, I didn't say yes. Mouse taken care of. I'm the king.
Was he just like woke up like tired and like that's just what he texted? Like,
no, well, so I guess he tried and then gave up and then went to sit down and watch some more TV. Because he needed to get some traps, but he didn't want to go out to the garage. So then I get the text, I'm the king, which means he can never use that response again, ever, to anything I ask him, because I will know that it means no. All right. That was round 4. Stuff happens. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you join us again next week. And I hope that if you've been enjoying this podcast, you would do us a huge favor and share it by telling somebody about it, texting them an episode, the link to an episode that you've enjoyed. By the way, incidentally, if we have been helping anybody win arguments, do you know what I mean, Ryan?
Sure.
Like when someone says, oh, bacon is outlawed is only 10.3, and we're like, no, it's 80. And that wins an argument, a bacon argument with a bacon hater for you.
Heather,
share the episode with them so that they know how wrong they are. What?
Please don't say bacon hater because that sounds like a very delicious burger from a particular burger joint.
Oh. Wendy's? Is it Wendy's?
Yeah, you can't say that.
I can't say Wendy's. I can't say go and get a Baconator from Wendy's.
Sure. But yes, that's what I was talking about.
Baconator. They made
He's
a Baconator sandwich at Wendy's. I can't believe they did that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, please share the episode if you enjoyed it. Share it on social media. Until we play again.
Until we play again.